HG Padmanayana is the chairman of Mayapur Institute and has been dedicated to ISKCON since 1994. After completing degrees in mathematics and science, he joined ISKCON and has served in various departments including guest house, book distribution, and international guest care, before becoming the director and later the chairman of Mayapur Institute. An accomplished international preacher fluent in English, Hindi, Oriya, Bengali, he regularly teaches and inspires devotees across North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Middle East. Under his leadership, the Mayapur Institute continues to expand as a global center for systematic Vedic education while advancing Srila Prabhupada's vision for dedicated campus in Mayapur. A big round of applause for his great Padmanayana. Thank you. I welcome you to the class.
Volume. Kaçı rakip?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari, Govinda ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सक्लजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्तं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं हरिजनासहितं कृष्णा चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च वंशाकल्पतरोर्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, thank you very much for giving us this wonderful opportunity to spend this evening with all of you. Maybe you can come closer. Why are you sitting so far? So much space is there. Yeah. It's empty. Whole place is empty. Why you are sitting in this side? Don't sit there. Okay. No problem. Okay. So, I was asking that, what is the topic I should be speaking, but I was told that it is up to the speaker. Speaker can decide whatever he wants to speak. Then I have decided something. I hope you don't have any objection for that. Better you object in the beginning. No objection, okay. Then, are you ready for a question? Yes. Good. Because, what I'm going to speak? I'm going to speak something which you should also be having the interest for what I have to say. And that therefore I'm going to ask you a question. Of course it's not going to be very difficult, but don't immediately respond to my question, okay? These are questions, that when you are going to the IAS interview, they ask some question, it requires some thinking. Not that immediately find an answer, but that might be wrong. Okay? So don't respond to my question immediately. So, the question is, who is the person closest to you I mean to say, that person, since today, from your birth, since the time of your birth till today, have never left you, and he he has been always with you, and he never leaves you even for a single moment. Who is that closest person to you? Okay, wait, raise your hand. I said, don't speak this immediately. Huh? This side, no one. Who wants to say? Okay, you say.
God.
God? Who is that God? Where is that God?
I can pray and ask.
So how do you see that God is close to you? See, the closest person, how do you understand that?
Like for anything I can ask actually.
Where is he? I said the closest person for anything. Is he there? Where is he? I don't know. No, not you. You know? Krishna inspires us to ask to somebody who can respond to the answer, right? So don't intervene. Don't intervene in between. Yes, now tell me. Where is that person? You say closest person, right? Where is he?
In the form of Krishna. In the form of Krishna.
In the form of Krishna? Where is that Krishna? Who is the closest person? How is Krishna closest to you?
I can rely on like that. Is what I feel like closest to me.
No, you're just coming, whatever is coming, process your mind, you're just speaking. Maybe she needs some help?
It's at the heart.
Oh, she's saying. Thank you. So this person is sitting in your heart, right? What is his identification? Who is he? Krishna? Paramatma. Right? Okay. So, he is the most closest person. You all agree? Is anyone here who disagree with the statement that the super soul who is situated in our heart, he has been there with us since we are born till today. He has never left us even for a single moment, and he is the most closest person to me. You agree with this? Tell. Yes. Don't just go to sleep. Okay, so he is the most closest person to you. Then have you tried to talk to him? He is close to you. You should have been speaking to him, right? You should know him. Okay? You know? How many of you? Huh? So he is the most close person to me. Who can be more close than someone who is just here, right? But even though we know, Upanishad says that Ekaha Deva Sarvabhutishu Gudha Sarvabhyapi Sarvabhutantaratma. But he is Vishnu. Vishnu is all pervading. By the way, Krishna is Adi Vishnu. It is source. And here in this Upanishad mantra it says, Eko Deva, that one Deva, Supreme Lord, Sarva Bhutantaratma. He is situated in the heart of a living being, and he is called Vishnu. But nobody knows him. Nobody, had the capacity to understand him, talk to him. Now, generally, question can be raised that if this person is so close, why I am not able to connect with him? Right? It's a natural question. So, therefore, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj, he is speaking, Naisam mati stavat uru kamandhim Sprishatya narthapagama jadartha mahiyasam padrajo vishekam niskinchananam na ganita java. He's saying, Naisam Matim Tavat Uru Pramandhim Samspi Sato means Urukrama Angri Sparsa. The person who is situated in our heart, that is a person, the Supreme Lord. He is so close to us, but no Esam Mati. He is speaking to his friends. That is, people in this world, their Mati, their consciousness is not connected with him. But the question can be asked, if this person is so close, why it is not possible? Why we are not able to connect with him? Right? That's why he says that Zavat Mahiyasam Padarajobhishekam na Pranita. As long as one is not bathed by the dust of the lotus feet of one who is that Mahi Asam and Jab Anartha Bhagavana means this devotee of the Lord who is completely free from the material contaminations. There is no anartha in him. And when we take the dust from the lotus feet of such an elevated soul, and then what happens? It becomes very easy, very possible. So, therefore, very interesting, Prahlad Maharaj is saying, Apagama Jada Artha. Artha means, here he is saying that this is a must. Without being sufficiently favored by the mercy of a pure devotee of the Lord, will not be able to connect with him. That means in this connection, the sadhu sangha have been very greatly stressed in this connection. Because that's how you can see Srila Prabhupada has established this International Society for Krishna Consciousness movement. And throughout the world, we have some temple where regularly devotees are meeting. We have morning program, Bhagavatam class chanting, Bhagavatam class. Then throughout the day, we have different programs happening in the temple. And devotees are living there. They come together, they associate with each other, right? That the congregation like this here, even though we have devotees, they are living at home, once in a week, one day in a week, we come together. And what do we do? What we are trying to achieve here? We are trying to do this, take benefit from sadhu sangha, association of the devotees. Sometimes some devotees, they ask that, like here also I said, the association of a pure devotee, his mercy, will qualify one to connect with the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, who is very close to us. So now the question comes, if we have to associate with a pure devotee of the Lord, so should we go out and we are searching for Toronto and we are very pure devotee? What do you think? So now you told us, so from now on, maybe we have to start our expedition to make a search, right? What do you think? Very that pure devotee? See, sometimes in the name of pure devotee, we neglect in general devotees. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is explained, pure devotees are actually sometimes with us also, and we don't recognize them. Therefore, Bhagavatam says that since you do not know, therefore you better respect everybody. You do not know. How can you measure the degree of advancement of a person, of a devotee, just by seeing him externally? He will be also walking amongst us, he will also eating, he will also doing everything, right? Speaking. But sometimes you may not know him. Therefore, in Krishna consciousness practice, we should never try to underestimate any devotee. Now a question arises, Prabhu, you are saying like this, practically speaking, I have seen this person so closely, he's a demon. He behaves like this, he does this, Okay, hold on. Okay, you see some external behavior, you are going mad at him. Have you understood what is even sadhana dharma? Forget about Vaishnava dharma. So sadhana dharma, which is called common religious principles, which must be executed, which must be adopted by all. That is called, we should respect every living being. When you see, this is called sadhana dharma. So sadhana dharma says you must respect every living being. That means you don't see fault in them. No, you see fault in them, but still they deserve some respect. You don't highlight the fault. According to their position, they have some good qualities. They deserve some respect. So in that you must respect all. Okay? This is sadhana dharma. Then now you see, let us come to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's understanding. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was asked, who is a Vaishnava? 3 times he was asked. In 3 different occasions, Mahaprabhu gave 3 different answers. But one answer he gave, anyone who chants holy name even once, he is a Vaishnava. Jar mukhe Krishna naam suni ek baar. Even once I hear somebody uttering Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, he is Vaishnava. Rupa Goswami says, Krishneti Yasya Giri Tam Manashatriyeta. Means, if somebody's tongue is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he should be respected, even in mind. Because then the Disarthi Chetmati Vishchavaranta Visham Rusushaya Bhagavan Sunyam Idam Nipshita Sangalabdha. But here he is referring to some people who are not initiated, they are just general people. Even if we hear that, then we should respect them in mind. Okay? So then, now we are in a society where we have devotees who are initiated, some are regularly coming, and they are trying to grow in the path of bhakti. So what we should do, how we should deal with them? Prabhupada was asked this question once. Prabhupada asked that, Prabhupada, how many pure devotees are there in your movement? Then, you know the answer? What did Prabhupada say? Prabhupada said, the devotee was asking, Prabhupada, how many pure devotees are there? Swamiji, how many pure devotees are there in your movement? Prabhupada looked at the person, he said, how many devotees are there? You got the answer? Means? All of our devotees in the society are pure devotees. So when we get to hear such kind of response, again it also brings some confusion in our mind. How is that possible? On the basis of what Prabhupada is now speaking like this? Because now we should know Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting. Is this any material sound vibration? Looks like Hare Krishna letter that you express to say something in this world. The same kind of letter is there, we don't take it very seriously. Oh, this is just like any other writings, any other message in this world, word we just utter. No, don't think like that. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra sound vibration is not of a material creation. This sound vibration is not part of this material world, material sound. Goloker Pramadham, Harinam Sankirtan. Okay? And this has come from there. So in that way, this is not a material sound vibration. This is purely transcendental thing. Now tell me, somebody, how degraded this person may be, or how bad he may be. When he is chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it is pure or not? He is conducting with the pure vibration, right? That practice is a pure practice. He may have some imperfection, that we'll talk about later. But his connection with the pure practice is a fact. Bhagavatam study is a pure practice. So that means our practice is pure. Somebody who has accepted this pure practice, we should never try to understand. Because he is actually, when he is chanting Krishna's name, he is with Krishna's association. Reading Bhagavatam means he is actually in Krishna's association. At least in pure conduct. And some devotees are actually, they are sincerely, they are actually pure. We do not know their level of realization. So therefore when we come to Sadhu Sangha, we should remember this in mind. And we should associate with the devotees with utmost respect to each and all. And here we are to serve each other. It's a very nice thing. When I heard she was cooking, our Pujita Mataji, why? Oh, she's going to bring prasad bhava here. And then I heard that everybody, cooking at home, and they're bringing. See, this is what is called service. This is a very good model actually. Then I told, yes, nobody has to be busy in the kitchen, everybody can come and sit and listen to Harinam. It's a good thing actually. So you should be ready, prepared to come here to do some service by which Krishna devotee should be pleased. This should be our goal. This is actually devotee association. Sometimes we do discuss very high level philosophy. Sometimes goes above our head. But you should know that if you are somehow or other able to connect with the practices which is giving you some satisfaction, some happiness in the heart, you should know you are in good hand. You are in your practice of personal consciousness. So when we come here, we should leave aside all our baggages that we have been carrying for lifetimes, which keep on bothering us, middle of something. So just say, okay, just stay here at the gate. When you come out, you say, okay, now you come with me. Don't bring them inside this gate. Okay? Then we come with a good mindset. And what we do? We associate. Now, I said you should know what is the kind of, what is the value of this association. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koi, Lo Matre Sadhu Sangha, Lo Matre Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hai. When we associate with a devotee of the Lord, even for a moment, we achieve all success. I was reading, one day I found Shankaracharya saying very beautiful thing. Sometimes people, they don't understand who is Shankaracharya actually. A person should be understood by seeing the entire life. Not that you see somewhere in something, then you cannot judge. See, Shankaracharya is saying, Ksanamiya Sajjana Sangati Reka Bhavati Bhavarnava Tarane Nauka. Sangati Reka. Ksanamiya Sajjana Sangati Reka. Same thing is saying. Kshana means just a moment. Labamatra sadhu sange. Lava Prabhupada said 1/11th of a second. Such a kind of a minimum time. You can even understand 1/11th of a second. That is the literal meaning, that lava matra sadhu sangha. If you are associating with a saintly person, this 1/11th of a second, that can give you all success. So therefore here he is saying that Shanam Iha Sajjan Sangati Rekha. What it is helping? He is saying Bhavati Bhavarnava Tarane Nauka. It acts like a boat which can help us to cross this vast ocean called Bhavarnava. You know Bhavarnava? Bhava means this material world. Arnava means ocean, the ocean of material existence. That is called Bhavarnava. And he is saying this sadhu sangha, the moment association of a saintly personality will act like a boat, by taking shelter of which you can very easily cross beyond this insurmountable ocean in the form of material existence. What does it mean? Therefore, we say that when you come to this place, you just leave aside all your baggages, at the door only. Otherwise, you will not be able to get the benefit. What happens in sadhu sangha? In Chaitamrita, we explain. কোনো ভাগ্যে কোনো জীবের শ্রদ্ধা যদি হয় তবে সেই জীব সাধু সঙ্গ যে করে। সাধু সঙ্গ হইতে হয় শ্রবণ কীর্তন, সাধন ভক্তি হয় সর্বানর্থ নিবর্তন। অনর্থ নিবৃত্তি হইলে ভক্তি নিষ্ঠা হয়, সাধন ভক্তি হইতে হয় রতির উদয়। রতি গাঢ় হইলে তার প্রেম নাম কয়, প্রেম বৃদ্ধি করে মান স্নেহ মান প্রণয়, রাগ অনুরাগ ভাব মহাভাব হয়। So he is saying that কোনো ভাগ্যে কোনো জীবের শ্রদ্ধা যদি হয় তবে সেই জীব সাধু সঙ্গ যে করে। কোনো ভাগ্যে, by some good fortune, very rare, one may get the opportunity to associate with a sadhu. When you come here, you sometimes just open Prabhupada's purport, Bhaktivedanta purport, and you read. You are associating with Prabhupada. You don't think that you are just reading something. No, somebody is speaking. No, it's not like that. You are associating with a pure devotee of the Lord at that moment. Prabhupada's words are not Prabhupada, he himself has said, these are not my words. These are actually given by Krishna. And therefore Prabhupada sometimes would tell his disciple, read. Disciple would ask, Prabhupada, you have given the purport, right? You want to hear what you have written? He said, no, these are not my words. These are Krishna's words. That's why you should read, I want to listen to it. When Prabhupada used to say that in Bhaktivedanta purports are not just ordinary some writing, some words that Krishna dictation. So when we are here, sadhu sangha hoite hoy shravana kirtan. Sometimes devotees come with a kind of, I have this business, maybe I can find somebody who can, I can sell this, Please don't take it personally. And I am I do business, buying and selling the house. And then I say, who can be customer here? I am searching for the customer coming to sadhu sangha. Don't search for your customer here. Sadhu sangha hoite hoy shravana kirtan. You purely give oral reception to what Prabhupada is speaking. Try to understand. Shravan Kirtan then sadhan bhakti hoite. sadhana bhakti hoy sarva anartha nivartan. We are having a lot of, impediments in our bhakti, which are coming in form of unwanted, entities called anartha, ignorance. Here they say, if we focus nicely on the Shravanam Kirtanam that is happening in the Sadhu Sangha program, you will see there will be gradual disappearance of the impediments, the disturbances, which are from time to time disturbing us. What is next? Sadhana bhakti hoy sarva anartha nivartan, anartha nivritti hoile bhakti nishtha. Nishtha hoite shravanaddi ruchi bojai. These explanations are very, befitting and chronologically, if understood, a sadhaka he knows what to do. So when there is a disappearance of these anarthas, you will see automatically the ruchi means the taste, is awakened. Now, how to understand that ruchi is awakened in bhakti? Here, when ruchi is awakened, the sadhaka will feel, like, okay, for example, you planted some rose plants in the garden, and after a month or two, one day you go there, the flowers are fully bloomed in the garden. Just by being in that environment, how do you feel? How one will feel? Very happy, right? Everything is bloomed. He automatically forgets other things, right? He feels so happy. That is the effect. When after anartha nivritti stage, the ruchi is awakened, you feel the Shravan Kirtan is now fully bloomed. At that time, you will not feel like, this studying of one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam is like, burden for me. Chanting one more round is also kind of, very difficult. Just like in the midst of the rose garden, you don't feel like leaving that place. You like to be there. Just enjoy. You will be enjoying your Shravan Kirtan. Now Shravan Kirtan has become fully bloomed. Ruchi bhajai. Ruchi bhakti hoite hoy asakti prachur. When this ruchi is attained, it will automatically lead the sadhaka to come to the platform of asakti. Asakti means attachment. Like this morning I was telling to you, the stage of asakti where the attachment is created means just for a single moment when he finds time, he will try to do something for Krishna. What he will do? He will maybe, or tomorrow I need to have a nice garland. He will go to the garden, he will pick some flowers. Or tomorrow I have this program, I will not be able to make the garden, a flower. So better I garland. So better I make the garland now. See? Okay? He will be making some plan. He will be always in constant touch with Krishna conscious practice. That is the meaning of asakti. That is leading the platform of bhava. So everything is starting from this association, sadhu sangha. And if this sadhu sangha is not taken with all seriousness, and we have just our body is here and our mind is in somewhere else, because we have a lot of things to think about, do in this world. And when we are coming for bhakti practice, this sadhu-sangha program, if our mind remains occupied with those thinking, those thought processes, what will happen? We will not be able to get the benefit of actual sadhu-sangha. Therefore, sometimes we have seen, if you see closely, you can understand it. There are some devotees who are maybe very simple, but you see the way so meticulously they will be doing their service and they are very happy. Many temples you go, you will find some devotees. They are not bothered about anything. They are doing some simple service, but they are very joyful, very happy. What is happening? Because he is not committing any Vaishnava. In this connection, the question is, well, we also coming every week or year after year. I have been in the movement, I'm chanting, I'm doing everything. I don't feel that kind of attachment, that kind of ruchi in my sadhana, in my bhajan. What's wrong with that? Therefore, our Acharya said, this Vaishnava, when you are coming in the association, but we are not able to take the real benefit of association, we may end up committing aparadha, Vaishnava aparadha. When we commit Vaishnava aparadha, gradually we will lose taste. On the other hand, because you are chanting, chanting will increase your material attachment. Very dangerous. You see. Therefore, you better chant nicely, keep a time, avoid offenses, and with full consciousness, chant good rounds. Krishna is not an ordinary person that you simultaneously attend to him and then you also kind of neglectfully trying to do something else and okay, I'm also with him. No, he is the most important person. By the way, you should know this. And you imagine if the president of this country comes to you, what you will do at that time? Do you think you will be thinking of something else at the same time attending him? Huh? No. The president of Canada, if comes to meet with you, you are saying, as long as I am with this man, I don't know whether he is a man or lady, whatever. Okay. I have no clue who is that person. But he is like a president. If he comes, you don't want to kind of remain inattentive. You are to be very, very attentive. Because he is such an important person. Now imagine Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and under his care, just in a blink of his eye, this whole world can be, destroyed, or even so many wonderful things can happen. And you are with such a person, such an important person, and what you are doing, you are just not casually dealing with him. No, that's why we should not have any casual dealing with Krishna and Krishna consciousness. They will say that sadhu-sangha, but that thing will come through sadhu-sangha. Therefore, to glorify these sadhus, I will just take one verse from Bhagavatam. This famous pastime in Mahabharata, when this Dhritarashtra, he was very much attached to his sons and he wanted, Duryodhana to become the king, and he always neglected Pandavas, Yudhishthira Maharaj, right? Then it led to the incidents where they had to involve in fighting. That erupted the Mahabharata war. And even at that time, before it was decided, Vidura was there, And Vidura would always give good counsel to Dhritarashtra. He would always try to save him. You are blind, not only physically blind, you are also spiritually blind. My dear brother, please listen. This son, this Duryodhana, who you are thinking is so dear to you, you know, he is born as a member of Kali, and he is going to be the cause of the destruction of this entire dynasty. Nothing would enter into Dhritarashtra's mind. When he was talking to one day to Dhritarashtra, and Duryodhana somehow he came to that spot. And Duryodhana said, "What? You uncle? You know, you are surviving by our food and you dare to speak against me? Get out from here." He insulted him so much. Vidura just then and there, he took off his king-like garment, his bow and arrow. He left there and walked out of Hastinapur. And he went to pilgrimage. But you see, a saint is a real saint. Even though the son of Dhritarashtra, he insulted him so much. And at that time, Dhritarashtra was also kind of, he didn't do much. But Vidura was not at all affected. He left. And he went on pilgrimage. When he was in pilgrimage, then what happened? In the meantime, Kurukshetra battle, happened, and so much killing happened. All 100 sons were killed, and then finally Yudhishthira Maharaj became the king. Now Yudhishthira Maharaj has become the king of Hastinapur. Dhritarashtra is there, Gandhari is there. And Vidura is kind of he's touring around the world. So at that time, while he was touring in the world, he came on the bank of Jamuna. He met with Uddhava. And when he met Uddhava, he asked him about the well-being. And then he found out that now Yudhishthira Maharaj has become the king, and after that actually he went to Haridwar to listen from Maitreya Rishi about Bhagavatam. When he met with Uddhava, Uddhava was asking that how is Krishna? He said Krishna has already departed the world. Then Vidura said, "Oh, before Krishna left, he must have left some message for me. Please tell me, what did Krishna say before leaving this world?" He said, "Yes, while he was speaking, I was there and Maitreya Rishi was also there. You go and listen to him." So from there, he went to Haridwar to listen to Maitreya Rishi. While listening to Maitreya Rishi, a situation came where the discussion was happening that those who are suffering in this world, they should also be helped. So Vidura immediately remembered about his brother Dhritarashtra. From there, all the way he came down to Hastinapur. And when he came, Yudhishthira Maharaj became so enlivened, he became so happy. And there he's saying, Mahadvi Charanam Nenam Vihinam Dina Chetasam. He's saying, that is from 10th canto. He's saying that तुलयामा लवेनापि न स्वर्गम न पुनर्भवम भगवत संगी संगस्य मर्त्या नाम किम उदाशिष. When he greeted Vidura, he is saying, he glorifying him. He is saying, तुलयामा लवेनापि न स्वर्गम न पुनर्भवम. Just a moment association with a saintly person like you, he is telling to Vidura. That moment's association cannot be compared with attainment of the heaven, not with even attaining moksha. then what to speak of these worldly benedictions that people are after? That means when we associate with a saintly person, and here especially he is saying, na swargana bhagavat sangi sangasya. Who is that person? Saying bhagavat sangi ta sangha. Means one who is a devotee of the Lord, if you associate with that person, it is very contagious. Why? Because they are carrying the Supreme Lord in their heart. And when we associate with such people, they can actually Krishna se tomar Krishna tomar Amita Kangal Krishna Krishna Bali Thain to Pachi. So therefore, when we meet with them, and we should take full advantage. Even a moment's association cannot be compared with any amount of worldly benedictions. So, keeping this in mind, we should know that association is very, very important. And we spoke about associating with saints. And even if you don't want, but there is a lot of non-devotee association available in this world. And sometimes we become very casual in our dealing, and we don't take it as a very dangerous thing for me. And we mix with these people, endangering our spiritual life. Because here we are speaking in a devotee circumstance, that's why we need to know what is what is benefiting me, what is a red signal for me. I'll tell you a story. In Ramayana, when Ramchandra was in the forest, so they came to Dandakaranya. One day, Sita Devi, she approached Ram. She said, there are three things which degrades a person in this world. Ramchandra said, what are those three things? She said, Mithya Bhashan means telling lie. If somebody is a liar, then he will degrade himself. Second thing is, she said, Paradara Hitakamana. If somebody having his wife, still he is interested in other women, okay, he will also degrade. And the third one is Vina Vairena Raudrata, picking enmity to someone who is not at enmity with me. Then she said, I cannot even think of in my dream that you have these first two faults. You never tell lie, I know. And your chastity towards me is, there is no doubt about your dedication to me. So I understand this. But the third one, Vina Vairena Raudrata, I have objection for that. Then Ramchandra said, but you tell me, Sita said, all these demons, you have been killing them so, you have been killing so many demons here. What wrong did they do to you? They were not at enmity with you. Why are you killing them? You should not do that. Then Sita said, now I will tell you one story from the Veda, and you should know why I am telling you should give up this bow and arrow. But anyway, now I will tell you one story. Then Sita Devi is telling a story to Ramchandra. She said, once upon a time, there used to be a saint who was living in a forest, and he was there alone. Every day he would collect fruits, flowers from the forest. He will worship the Lord. And he was living very harmoniously with all these entities in the forest. And he was also growing very nicely in his bhakti. And then one day, Indra, he became very much terrified. And he was thinking, maybe, when this becomes successful, maybe he will, my position will go. So, Indra, he approached him in the guise of a Kshatriya, bringing one sword to him. And he came to this Rishi and he said, "My dear Rishi, I am just going for a walk. Just keep this. I am giving this under your custody. And after I come back, I will take it from you." Rishi said, "All right, no problem. Just leave it with me." Because Rishi, he doesn't have a good place, just put it. So where he is going to keep this like a valuable weapon? So what he used to do, whenever he was going to collect flower from the forest, fruits, anything, he is always carrying this sword and going everywhere. So what happened? After some time, by the way, Sita is telling this story. After some time, his approach was so different. The animals, birds, these who were very friendly with this Rishi, they were running away out of fear. And because he was carrying the sword, he was associating with this sword, that was his constant companion that led him to this kind of life. So now I can see you have been carrying this bow and arrow, better give it up. Because of the association of the bow and arrow, this is what is happening. So here the message is, when you associate with a khala, means one who is a very nasty person, there is a danger. Your life will be in danger. So we have to know to clearly draw a line that I am a sadhu, this is my sadhana, this is my life, these are my practices, this is my food habit, this is my prayer, and I don't want to compromise. For the professional purpose, sometimes we have to go to the office, we have to attend meetings, we have to meet with many people. Even there also, in our mind, we should have a clear demarcation. I am not going to cross this border. Otherwise, what is happening? I am entering into a very dangerous zone where their association may affect my personal consciousness. So, this is what we should do. And when you come to this place, associate with the devotees, that also we should know how to take the utmost advantage of the devotees association. Then what will happen? In due course, you will see your bhakti is becoming more healthy. Now bhakti is not very healthy actually. She is very weak because she is not being fed properly. So this association feed this bhakti properly so that she is becoming very healthy. And when she is healthy, you also remain healthy. When your body is weak, your senses are weak, everything becomes weak, but still you become very healthy. So this is the benefit of having healthy association. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Do you have any question or comment? Time is up. Maybe I took so much time.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I would just like to add, our congregation number is less today. Maybe people are watching the match, but they missed what your first goal was here when you asked that question. Do you all agree with me when Prabhuji asked the question, who is closest to you? That time I was like, okay, this is the real match. How do we answer that? So big round of applause to his praise, Padmanayana Prabhuji. And also, anybody has a question? Any thoughts, anything you would like to share?
Only one person, because you have shortage of time.
So,
Yeah, you can ask. See, if you have any complaint, don't complain after I am gone. Complain when I am here.
Yeah, just one this thing. I'm just connecting what Prabhu has said. Like you said, Vaishnava Brad, which is when you said you are in the association doing nice, your garden has become bloomed, nice roses have come. What thought came in my mind just like that? When you do a Vaishnava Brad, it's just like the elephant walking through the garden. So all the flowers which you have done so nicely and you are happy, there's one small Vaishnava Brad, the elephant is walking through the garden and destroying it. So that's my thought.
very nice thought. Thank you, Prabhuji. Also, Prabhuji, I would like to thank you again for coming to our center today. And the way you gave us and highlighted the importance of sadhu sangha and how coming together, it helps us to connect with each other and also to be associated and see a pure devotee in everyone and respect each and everyone. You emphasized on the importance of that. We should not judge anybody seeing them externally. And also how you highlighted that when we come to the temple or the center, we should leave our baggages or we should park the car outside like you parked all those thoughts. Come with a clean, clear mindset so that we get rid of all the impediments that distract us. And of course, the example of the garden, I think most of us will connect because this is summertime and we have gardens and fruits and flowers in the backyard, and each one when we go out we'll see that and we'll remember. So that's a very, very important example you gave, which we can never forget here in Canada, and we should never forget, of course. And also lastly, you said that how we should draw a line while associating with non-devotees, while we are at work, in our professional life, and never compromise our Krishna consciousness and see how we can get the benefits which by associating with devotees, and which our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada has shown us the way. Thank you on behalf of ISKCON Mississauga. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. A big round of applause. And I'm sure everybody can always go back and watch YouTube. The video is there. People who have missed, I'm sure they'll get the benefit as well. So we have few announcements to make before. We'll be observing the Sanya